wanna feel a rush, tell them turn the pressure up. I be setting fires for the thrill, I can't get enough. Knocked down, never knocked out. When I'm in the clutch, leaving limits crushed. Gotta get it, ain't no giving up, nah. Got the whole world waiting on my fall. Me against the odds, bet it all. Better stack them tall, non-stop, fighting non-stop. I've been through it all, eyes locked, coming in hot, breaking through my walls, yeah. Try to count me out, but I'm on the grind, yeah. Count down till I'm going live, yeah. Feeling like a fire on the inside. Roll from the ashes to survive. I'm coming alive. Come on. Coming alive. Yeah. Roll from the ashes to survive. I'm coming alive. Roll from the ashes to survive. I'm coming alive.
As far as I'm concerned, dog, I never have to check it. Me, myself, and I got bigger plans, you might have guessed it. This is my world from sea to sky, didn't plan it. Evil combated, people will try to test your patience. Flashing through the days, catch me living, I don't hesitate. Either way, if you hear the name, you will know it. Crickets and creatures will come in the night. Keep my back from the reaper who's hunting and running, you gotta decide. I'm just controlling my fate. I'm just controlling my controlling my fate. I'll never fade. Oh. I'm just controlling my fate. I'm just controlling my fate. Oh. I'm just controlling my. It's not the same, so it's time to rise. Forever I live.
I feel my soul coming alive.
It's hard for me to tell you why. It isn't that this isn't right. My expectations up so high, I'm getting down. 'Cause you don't ever give me chills. This isn't me head over heels. And I said I could feel the fire now. Every time I dream of you, I see. It's the kind of thing that you can't unsee. I'm sorry. Every time I dream of you, I see. It's the kind of thing that you can't unsee. I'm sorry. I'm looking for cinema, and it might be naive, but I know what I want. This is good enough. So give me some cinema. I want the late night. Boom, accent inside. I'm looking for cinema, and if you don't agree, then I'm giving it some. I wanna laugh so hard it hurts, to feel it touch so hard it burns. It isn't something you could learn, it's natural. And I might not feel that for you, but someday you'll find someone who sees you in a crowded room, sensational. Every time I dream of you, I see. It's the kind of thing that you can't unsee. I'm sorry. Every time I dream of you, I see. It's the kind of thing that you can't unsee. I'm sorry. I'm looking for cinema, and it might be naive, but I know what I want. And this is not enough. So give me some cinema. I want the late night.
Okay. We are here with Loy Norrix versus Mona Shores. We are the U of M varsity League of Legends team, and we're going to be casting this game. So we have it started off with a Karma ban into a Samira ban. Let's see here. We were looking at the red team that was possibly going to be running Maokai as their main support with a Samira as the ADC. It doesn't look like that's going to be the possibility anymore, so they might try and switch it up with something else, maybe strong siding top side instead. Now we see a full ban from the blue team. Tristana, Lilia, and Karma trying to shut out the mid lane and the jungle. Okay, so we got Arella as the first pick. It's a good flexible pick. We could even see it jungle, but that's probably unlikely with the recent nerfs to Rel jungle. But it's still a really versatile pick that can be used in a lot of comps as a hard engaged support. And now we got Melio Kaisa on the bot side to counteract the hard engage of Rel with Melio Q. So that's a good pickup from the red team. Looks like they followed that up with Mumu Zyra, so they're trying to overload the all-in. So if Melio knocks back Rel or a Mumu, the other one can follow up and try and really force in and engage. So that way Zaya can also follow up and try and secure a root and a kill.
Scar. Wow. So the Skarner can be flexed into the top or jungle.
Especially with how powerful it is right now. It's sitting at the highest win rate jungler, I think. So it's possible that it's jungle or top. It's really good in both roles. So that's a really good pick to flex both roles and not really give any information for the next few bans. So we got some more pressure coming out on the mid lane, trying to ban out the Ahri. Looks like that was a Vayne ban to try and shut out any possibility of a top side AD carry, so that way they could probably play something heavier on the top side. Okay, another high true damage top laner. So I'm thinking that their top lane is going to pick something tanky, so that way they can utilize those two bans very well. But as it seems, they already do have two heavy engage tanks on their team, so I'm not sure exactly what their plan is. They're going to need something heavy hitting from the mid lane if they're going to pick something tanky top lane. Maybe something like a Kassadin to try and run in there with the heavy engage that they have, or not sure. Atalia is actually good here because then they can force a lot of pressure onto the bot side with the heavy engage that they have from the Amumu and the Rel. And then they have on the red team the Senna that can actually help like fall back. So it's kind of a given pull on both teams where they're one team's trying to force in while the other one's trying to like lay back. And then we have the Yone to try and furthermore just push into their team and just shut them down. Because once they get on them, it's pretty hard for them to get anything done. Because if you look at it, they have 4 squishies on their team and 1 Skarner to really rule them all. They have to have the Skarner be able to go in, grab their carries, and hope their backline is just able to survive. So they're really going to have to kite back in these fights. Yeah, it looks like this game with this draft is going to be a lot about forcing onto the bot side. It looks like the blue team is going to try and force on the bot side, while their red team's bot side is going to try and play back and probably use the Skarner to force things top lane and get the Yone ahead, so that way their top lane can try and snowball the lead.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty crucial for Loy Norrix to get mid lane prior and roam.
Absolutely. Because it's definitely a, it's not a fight about the mid lane per se, like killing each other. It's more about getting that lane pushed out and then sending the Talia bot, sending the Akali top, and trying to like shut down and get ahead the side lanes, not necessarily fight for mid lane. Here, while we wait for the spectator delay, do you have anything to say about the top lane matchup? I know you might be familiar with it. I feel like that's going to be a very volatile lane.
Yeah, it's kind of coin flip. It really depends on jungle presence and also whether or not the Akali respects Yone's engage.
Right, right. Do you think there's a lot of dive potential for the Yone with the Amumu to follow up?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Because even though she has the Shroud, if they're able to layer the CC properly, they can get the Amumu Q into the ulti with the Yone knockup and the Yone ulti. That's enough time for the Amumu to get in a second Q, and by then, they're already done. So the Akali has to be really safe with the Shrouds and just using them a little early if that scenario comes up. Okay, let's see. As people head towards their lanes, we see from red side that Skarner is actually heading towards top side, so they're most likely going to clear downwards Or they're just gonna try and stay up here and keep the vision pressure up, so that way we can see if there's any invasions coming in from either side. It seems like blue side is doing the same thing with a point defense. Just playing it safe on both sides. Yeah, so it looks like Skarner is starting top side while the Amumu is starting bot side. So this is exactly where I said that Amumu is going to try and work towards top and support the Yone on his level 4, while the Skarner is going to do the exact opposite and play for the bot side.
This time, could we get a representative from Crestwood and Essence or Overwatch to...
That's smart from the Melio to stay back a little bit and not show, so that way they don't know that the Skarner isn't necessarily starting red side, because now it shows like, hey, maybe the Melio did help Leash and they're starting blue side. It's really good to not show yourself too early. Some nice little trades in the bot lane. Both top laners getting chunked in the early game. This means really good for the Amumu that's going to be coming top side, because if they're both low, that favors the engaging jungler. So it looks like blue side is pushing into the bot lane. Like we said, the aggressive blue side is going to try and push a lot of pressure bot side that Skarner is going to have to definitely alleviate. We can see here that top lane's actually getting pretty dangerously low, especially knowing that the 330 minute mark is coming up. They got to be really careful about the Amumu coming in for a dive.
Yeah, and with Yono, he can definitely pull it off.
Oh yeah, with the E to tether and come back, the dive is almost guaranteed if they come up here in time. We might see a solo kill your hero. Oh, just didn't have enough yet. It's fine though, because that pressure, and bot lane is actually getting some summoners used here. We have the exhaust from the Xayah trying to shut down and get the kill before they can run away, but it looked like Melio was able to get him out of there. And now we have Skarner to try and alleviate some of this pressure. Doesn't look like they know that it's warded, unfortunately. So it doesn't look like much is going to get done, but at least showing on that side makes it so the bot lane doesn't get so much pressure able to push under their tower, because now they're scared that Skarner is at least in the area. Looks like Amumu might try and look for the dive bot lane, or just getting some vision control in the jungle, taking a peek. So now the junglers are coming back up for their second full clear. Looks like Skarner's going to try and stop some of this aggression on the top side. Unfortunately, if Skarner doesn't back here and stays to keep alleviating this pressure, he's going to lose a lot of tempo and probably lose a couple of his camps because of that, while Amumu's already off to his second clear. Meanwhile, both the mid laners are just kind of sitting back. They're trying to hit level 6 and then hit their roams.
It's really crucial that Talia backed right there, so she has items off of their level 6 roams.
Exactly. Just a little extra power when she hits that level 6 spike, and then make a play bot or top. Taking another look bot lane, it's still just a complete aggression from the blue side, which is good for them. They're able to force out some of the farm from the Senna, so that way they can't effectively get it on their tower. And we have Skarner actually getting a pull on the top side. Yone used E. Akali's going to go in. Yone has nowhere to go because he has to go in the E, and that's first blood from our top lane on the Akali. But we have the counter with the Amumu and the Talia coming in. Looks like the Skarner is going to fall for it, but they did get the first blood. And this gives mid lane pressure where they can try and maybe get this lane pushed out. That gets that loses the Talia some of the farm, but in the meantime, they are going to get these grubs. Unfortunately, even though they got the first blood, since there was that counter gank and they did end on top with the grubs, they didn't get too much out of that from the red side. Yeah, right now, there's not too much for either team to do other than skirmishes in their lane. With Talia's ult down, there's not much they can really do around the map. And Kai'Sa just has to follow. They can't really push onto something without a good setup. So it looks like Kai'Sa is getting their first back in just now. They're going to have a pretty big power spike off of this. They might try and look for something top or bot. It's going to depend on where the Skarner goes, really, but they can definitely make something happen. But right now, it looks like that blue team is trying to sneak the Drake. Let's see if red team has any response to this or if they just give it. Looking like a give for now. Now it seems like Amumu is going to 3-camp down into a bot gank, maybe try and use the ulti on a dive. Skarner's already down here. They're using some flashes trying to pick off the Senna, and Skarner just doesn't make it in time to grab the Rel. Unfortunate. It's not too bad because the wave state's not going to get fully pushed out before the Senna gets there. There's just one wave too many while Skarner and Melio can try and pick some of them off. They're not going to get too much for plates or anything, but it's still unfortunate for the red team.
You are currently sitting in a Super Smash Bros. Station and not competing.
So now we see the Amumu pathing towards top side, probably going to try and make something happen with his ulti up there, but he has to be careful about the Kai'Sa following up with the Talia, and they don't know exactly where Skarner is currently, so Skarner could be showing up anytime soon, but we have this top lane fight, skirmish going a little out of hand, both ultis used, dash back, dash in, and Akali picks him up at the last second. And Amumu flashes in to get the kill at the last second. Still good, but unfortunately, since Amumu's top side, the red team is going to have to take the loss on that one. As well as Talia able to put this pressure bot lane, while Kai'Sa doesn't have a great way to follow up on the roam. And Kaisa doesn't really get any plates or anything out of the roam either. That's just the strength of Taliyah ulti, being able to go across the map so quickly. And we're seeing a little pop on the mid lane too. This might be a little extended trade. A little chunk from both of them. We have a Mumu trying to do the grubs right now. So one of the things about a Mumu on grubs is it's really potent. He gets the Q on the Skarner. This is going to be another pick possibly. Yeah, and that's going to be another one from the Amumu all the way over the wall. This is just to keep the Akali off of the grubs, though. But as I was saying, Amumu is really good at taking grubs because of his E. He basically can't take damage from them, so it's really safe to do it and just force them to come into you and grab a Q. We have the Hex Flash from the Rel for the all-in with the heavy engage. Trying to pick up the Senna, but the Melio's peel is just too much. The back and forth from the top lane on the Akali versus Yone is really interesting, with the Akali E versus the Yone Q3. A little poke from the Yone, but it's not going to do too much with Amumu backing currently. The camps aren't really positioned to go top lane right now, so they're just looking for little trades. Meanwhile, the red side from the bot lane is trying to get some good poke out. Yone is going for the all-in, but the Akali is going to use the Shroud. It's a really tough for the Yone to try and get anything. I guess they're just trying to trade ultis, so that way they can set up something later. Not exactly sure, though. We have the Skarner ready. There's the Yone E. This is the perfect time for Skarner to come in. Nothing for the Yone to do, getting pulled back. Skarner's going to rip him apart with that extra damage, as long as she hides in the Shroud, and it should be a done deal. Now she gets this quick little push out and a safe little back and a free kill. See, now with this, they know that the top lane is going to have to back after that, while Skarner is going to want to go back into his jungle. So this gives Taliyah and Amumu a lot of leeway to just walk into the jungle, because Skarner can't 1v2 them, and Akali definitely can't be there at that low of a health. So they're able to walk into this jungle and get a lot of vision control, a lot of information from seeing which camps are up. And then we have the Taliyah walling off the Kaisa. This is going to be really tricky to get out of. He lands the Q and gets popped by the Taliyah. With the support here and everything, there was not much she could really do. And now this is going to be converted into a dragon because the mid lane isn't there. And it's going to be a 4v3. The numbers advantage is just going to be too much, especially with the blue team's lead currently. Yeah, it doesn't look like they can do too much here. "14 minutes just hit, the platings fell, so now we might see some more rotations from the actual full-on teams. We got a pretty big trade going here. It might be enough for the Yone to try and ulti, and he lands the Q3. That's going to be the ulti, try and finish her off here. She dashes away, gets away with the E at the last second. He might try and still look for a dive, but we have the Skarner in the area that might be able to pick him off and pull him into the tower even. We know how strong Skarner is currently, so there's actually a pretty good chance Yone might not be able to get away here, but Taliyah and Rel and Amumu are all up here. They have the whole team able to rotate because of all the pressure that was put in the side lanes. Skarner's able to get the trade, but it's still going to be a 2-for-1 for the blue team. And now it's going to convert into a Herald, which that Herald might even go mid lane and open up the map. And if that happens, well, now Yone and the Taliyah are going to be able to just walk right through the topside jungle and put a lot of pressure on this Skarner. It's going to be really tough for them to be able to come back into this game. Right now, it's looking like the only way red team is going to have a really good fight at this point is going to be playing around that bot side and trying to get some of these shutdowns on either of the ADCs, the Kai'Sa and Senna. Try and get some scaling going, because these short little skirmishes really favor the high CC Yone, Rel, and Amumu just bursting people down in these short little 2v2 fights. They need to have an ADC for a nice 5v5 fight. We have this pretty large fight breaking out in the bot lane. We have Xayah trying to kite around at such a low HP. We have Senna trying to snag her with the ulti just out of range. Xayah E doesn't get the connection on there, but the Senna from downtown is able to grab it. Rel's going to try and run away, but the Akali's just so mobile. Doesn't follow up with the second part of the ulti and just tries to finish the wave and clear it out so that we can get this tower down. We also have Skarner in the area able to help cover this tower pressure in case their Amumu tried to come and stop. If red team can get this tower and get the bounty gold, this could be actually a really big turnaround for the red team. Unfortunately, the Rel and Xayah are able to make it back in time, and Amumu's in the area, so it doesn't look like this push is going to finish the tower. Unfortunately, they are going to have to rotate mid pretty soon to try and get the wave state stabilized. We're seeing the Herald actually popped bot side. This might take out the tower, especially with both of them backing. This tower is going to fall. They're probably going to look for the second one on the second charge on the second tower. We're going to definitely need some of the red team here to keep an eye on it, but at the same time, Yone is able to just take all of the Skarner's topside jungle, so this is going to be pretty unfortunate. We have the Rel going for an all-in, trying to grab this Melio so they can't even get out, can't use the cleanse. But we have a massive Skarner ulti trying to pull them all in. If Senna and Akali can get the burst down on this Taliyah, but Taliyah gets the CC with the Rel to just pop them off, and it's just not enough to finish off these kills. We have Yone getting some pretty uncontested pressure on the top side. Might even see this tower fall if one more person doesn't come in time. I don't think the Akali is going to be enough at this current HP. He might just Q3 and try and swipe her up.
Yeah, he's just done.
He just has to wait out the Shroud, and it's pretty much over for the Akali. We've got the Infernal Drake coming up in just a few seconds. It looks like blue team's going to go and grab this one again. They're going to be only one away after that. Red team can give this one, but the next one is going to be crucial because having an Infernal Soul is going to be just too much at this point. We're looking at the Skarner on the flank trying to maybe grab somebody and pick him off, but he might be a little bit too far at this point with the bot lane getting caught out by the Taliyah R. We're seeing the Xayah ulti come out, trying to get a chase down, and the Mumu's just on the back line to grab both of them. The Xayah is going to rip right through him. Now the Skarner's caught in a 5v1, and he's just going to fall too. It's unfortunate they can't get a full 5v5 fight with all the pressure going down top lane. We can't really send everybody from the red side towards there because if they send everybody, they lose the top lane turret because of the Yone TP. Now they're going to try and possibly even convert this into another kill and push mid lane. They also might just try and set up some vision control for the Baron. If they can get this Baron, the towers are going to fall really easily at this point. They're looking to grab this pick on the Kai'Sa. Might have overextended a little bit too much. The pop from the Taliyah is going to seal it right there with the Rel CC. I don't think there's any getting away from that. Now again, we're seeing the Yone with the massive pressure in the side lanes. With the TP, he's going to pull 2 to 3 people while the blue team can actually even posture for Baron. Yone with the grubs too is just going to shred this tower. They have the Skarner and Melio here. Blue team can look for something on the top side. This Yone, though, is very strong. He might be able to actually 2v1 them. Like I said, it might take 3 people. With the Senna here, it might be enough. But the Yone still has R. He's able to pick off the Senna, too. And the Skarner ulti just barely misses. We're seeing a TP out from the Talia, and we're able to have a follow-up for this 3v3. And Talia is able to pop in there with a Rel and just rip them apart, really. The damage discrepancy is just too high at this point, where if red team isn't really safe, they just die almost instantly from any CC with the very heavy CC-oriented comp that they have. We're looking at a pretty heavy push on the mid lane, and the bot lane having supers in it is going to be a lot of extra pressure that they might be able to take Baron right now. It would be nice if the Yone is able to split again and then force out some more pressure with the TP, but him just being in the fight is probably enough because they just take this. They can take it right in front of them. We're seeing a Hex flash over, trying to pick off the Melio, burning their flash. And now we see another pick on the Skarner. All the CC, he can't even move. And we're having a Mumu try and follow up on the rest of them. He's trying to land the Q for the ulti. He's just going to flash and grab it. Now Xayah is able to follow up. Once those autos connect, she gets extra movement speed. There's no getting away from her, and they're trying to push all the way for the end, possibly. The wave state is still a little far back. We're going to have to wait for those creeps to come in, or we're going to push through the bot side. Either way, they're going to get something good out of this. It's looking like another Senna kill over here for the Yone. Well, it goes to the Xayah, but another kill for the blue team. And at this point, it's going to be really tough to try and defend this. The only real way is if Skarner lands some miraculous ulti and gets some really high burst damage with the Akali. Akali's going to go in, but barely makes it out. Melio is going to fall there, and they just have too much damage. They're able to melt through the Skarner. And that's going to be a win for blue side. Yeah, sure. So talking about that game, we said in the draft that they were going to have a really heavy engage on the blue team, and they ended up just forcing in a lot. Like I said, with the Yone top, just trying to push that lead. Yone able to top the damage charts with almost 30,000 damage, more than anybody in the game by almost double. That's really the pressure that a top laner can exert when they're able to get ahead. We saw the Yone on the bot side trying to get a good split push off, getting an inhibitor turret, all while pressuring for Baron because of his TP being up and how far ahead he was. They were sending 2-3 people, and he was able to still just pick them off.
Yeah, realistically, I think that Mona Shore's best bet for winning that game was playing for bot side.
Yeah.
They saw that Mumu was pathing towards top, and Skarner was pathing towards bot, and the Rel bot lane was constantly pushing in. So Skarner could have definitely looked for several more ganks spot lane instead of doing several topside ganks.
Yeah, exactly. It's not necessarily that they had to get the kills bot lane. They didn't have to kill the blue team. It was more of just getting them off of the tower, just like showing up and just pushing them away. And that's more than enough to try and stabilize that lane. And then maybe down the line, once they're able to catch up a little bit, maybe get a good gank with the Skarner on a flank, grab an ulti with the Skarner, and Melio can speed them all up to get it done. But we saw a lot of help trying to stop the bleeding top lane instead. And unfortunately, from the mid lane, we had the Kai'Sa versus Taliyah, where Taliyah, once it hits level 6, is much better at roaming than Kai'Sa. We saw a lot of ultis from the Taliyah, both bot side and top side, able to make multiple picks with the heavy CC, because once you get one CC ability, it's so easy to land more. And especially with something like Taliyah, where Yone lands that Q3, it's just a little knock up, but that massive stun off the Taliyah is able to give so much more damage. And same thing with the bot side, where if Rel is able to just tip them with one little Q, then the Taliyah is just able to slam them down through her E and just keep the CC chain going. Especially with the Xayah too on the ADC, it's able to stack up even more feathers for a massive pull on the E and just really insta-kill anybody that's not a full tank, which, like I said in the draft, was one of the weaknesses of that comp. We had only Skarner for a real frontline, and they had a lot of heavy hitting tanks, and then ADC and a Yone that are just able to pop through people. So even though the Skarner was able to live, one little pull from any of the CC is able to just blast through any of the squishies on their team. Something else too with the mid lane matchup is that Kai'Sa is really good at skirmishing, especially mid lane with the isolated Qs. You can get really high bursts of damage and quick trades. If the Kai'Sa is able to use her E effectively to dodge the Taliyah's E, or the Taliyah's W into her E, then you can get some really good trades and pressure mid lane, where then the Taliyah, if she was to roam at that point, would lose a lot of her CS mid lane and wouldn't even be worth it. So the real thing is, even though Taliyah is good at roaming, if the mid lane's able to exert enough pressure on them, they're able to stop that roam by just basically keeping them under tower. And then also, with that mid lane matchup, if the Taliyah does try and go for a roam, the Kai'Sa can follow behind the Taliyah, and if the Taliyah tries to ult towards a lane, if Kai'Sa's in range to just throw a W at her during the channel, she can maybe just ulti to the lane and catch up to the fight. So it's just a give and pull on the mid lane, and the Kai'Sa either deciding to follow or siege tower, get plates, or just keep her there in the first place and pummel her under tower. But it seemed like it was mostly trying to sit back and scale as the Kai'Sa, especially with the bot lane and the state that it was, where they were getting pushed in. I could see the idea of Kai'Sa trying to be the ADC for the team, where since they were so behind bot lane, they were going to try and scale, but at the same time, that's just letting your team fall further and further behind, where yes, you're getting ahead, but unfortunately, the side lanes are still going to be behind, and no matter how strong you are, you still need to have everybody on your team to make it work. I believe we're almost ready for game 2. I'm not sure if we're switching out any of the casters. Let me have a quick word with them.
R from LHS.
All right, so looks like we're in draft here. Led with Nocturne pick into Rel Udyr. Seems like there's a lot of emphasis on Rel this series. What do you guys think about that, this Rel emphasis?
I mean, I'm a fan of the champ, but
I feel like it's not as good as it used to be because you can't pick it in jungle anymore. It's just a support pick.
yeah, I mean, judging from last game, I think it was still a very potent pick
Right.
due to the difference in the enemy's draft. But this time, we've taken, or not we, Loy Norrix has taken the Rel Zaya, so we might see a bit of a change from blue side, bot side this time.
Okay. Hey guys, my name's Christian. I'm Diamond 2 support player. This is my ADC Andy. He's like Diamond 4 to Diamond 3.
Close
Yeah,
enough, whatever.
close enough.
D4, hard stock, we don't talk about it. But yeah.
Okay.
We see the Fiora and Veigar being drafted against the Rel. I feel like that's a very good pick against the Rel because that denies a lot of her engage potential.
Agreed. I definitely don't know how to feel about this Fiora being picked so early in the series. Like, it leaves a lot of room for counter picks.
Oh, yeah.
Picking it in first phase.
Yeah, no, judging from Red Side's draft alone, Fiora's going to be struggling a bit, with Zaya completely denying a whole lot of angles for her to engage onto her, or Azir just long-range artillery, autoing her from 20 lanes away, kind of makes it hard for her to play outside of the side lane, which,
Right.
is a little bit hard for Monashore's Nocturne pick,
Yeah,
especially when you're going for those big dives and whatnot. But they will be very potent in catching isolated targets in rotates and on side lanes, so I'm hoping I see a bit of that from Mona Shores, but you never know.
Yeah. Kind of agreeing with what you said, we kind of need disengage for blue side here. I don't know about the Yuumi pick. Yeah, Aphelios is good. I think the Nocturne Fiora is kind of an interesting combo because the Fiora can split push and Nocturne can turn the lights off, and she can just be taking a whole lot and they can prevent a force. I actually kind of like the blue side draft here, but the red side draft looks okay too, honestly. Let's see what they pick last here. Here they need to counter pick the Fiora, so I'm not really sure what they would go here.
I mean,
Yeah, set's banned.
they
Garen's
locked
okay.
the Garen.
Garen's good. It matches Fiora's pressure. She can't really just dominate him in the side lane unless she gets really fed. So.
Oh yeah.
This should be an interesting game, honestly. Aphelios Soraka is definitely a lot more just like waiting for the enemy to engage first, whereas Zaya Rel just looks for the picks all the time. They have to lead first. It's kind of hard for Soraka to walk forward and like E and pressure a kill.
Oh yeah. But I feel like Soraka's always in a position to be able to deny a couple of these engages. Like
Agreed.
if Rel's trying to jump in with WR, you have a E to just like not let her Q or walk forward, all of that. Same thing with Kane. He just Qs in, gets silenced, can't press ulti, dies.
Yeah, I definitely like the Soraka pick here. It definitely looks good here. I'm not 100% sure on the mid lane matchups, but I'm pretty sure Azir outranges Veigar, but if Veigar can find these Q pokes for the AP, it's going to be pretty tough.
Oh yeah.
Fiora
But
Garen, I think it's just a skill matchup about denying the vitals, but yeah. Where do you think the junglers are at this game?
I mean, honestly, I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Nocturne going towards top lane this game, honestly. It's kind of difficult to force anything in bot lane.
Especially in the Zaya, yeah, you're right.
That means we might see junglers splitting, you know, pathing towards top while one paths towards bot. So, yeah.
Would be quite interesting to see the Kane path bot if Nocturne's gonna path top, because I think one of the biggest strengths that Mona Shore's team has is the Fiora's potential presence in a side lane. Like,
Yeah,
if she gets the lead against this Garen, then she's kind of just unstoppable into the rest of their team, like in a side lane. And if she's drawing a whole lot of pressure to her late game, then that gives, you know, Aphelios and Veigar a whole lot of leeway, you know, safety, all that. And then whoever's not there to deal with the Fiora can just get picked off by the Nocturne. And I don't know, seems a little dangerous to me.
Yeah, I definitely think something that blue side should be wary of is Fiora getting a lead and then trying to group and team fight and throwing it when their win con isn't really team fights, it's splitting and like preventing the enemy team from forcing into anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely interesting to see like a split push type of game emerge. And they also have the late game security with the Veigar and the Ophelia, so
Yeah.
it's definitely going to be interesting. I do think though that if red team can force and Fiora doesn't really get a lead, it might be kind of a clean sweep for them, but we'll have to see. Soraka has a lot of counterplay, and same with the Veigar for the counter engage. This should be an exciting finals.
Honestly though, what form do you think Kane's going?
Probably red, but I don't know. I could see him go blue.
Yeah, blue doesn't seem half bad in their team.
Honestly,
yeah, he's got
I
the
agree.
Dark Harvest. We might
looks
be
like we're
seeing
seeing
blue
blue.
Kane into this.
All right, into the game we get.
Game 2 of the Loy Norrix versus Mona Shores series.
This one's about to be an exciting one. That's for sure.
I think you can press middle mouse.
What are we doing? Disabling chat?
No, it's someone with the camera. Oh, we're
Looks
good.
like we have some action over here. Let's pan over to Kane, see if he got any orbs off that play. Might have been his angle. Now, looks like we're just starting top. Okay, so interestingly, it looks like we have both junglers pathing towards top rather than one towards top, one towards bot. We might see a top lane level 3 fight break out over this crab or a gank. It would be interesting to see who clears faster and who has the option for maybe a counter gank or to gank a little faster.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I'm just really excited to see a 2v2 skirmish in the top lane because I feel like although Nocturne might be a little bit stronger than Kane early, there's still a whole lot of room for red side to win that fight. And I'm just excited to see how
So we see, doesn't really look like anybody has the push. Looks like blue side here. This is good. Could look for maybe a level 3 wave crash. Also level 2 all in. Maybe we check out top here.
Fiora with the level 2 prio, will she engage? She
Okay,
does,
this looks
finding
like a
the
good
first
trade here.
title, but the level up on the Garen. Fully stacking Conqueror.
This might
Might be making this trade a little bit too extended. Flash
Jeez,
coming out from the Fiora.
she should back in TP. I'm not too sure, honestly. Definitely risky. Now, we might see junglers skip a camp here and try to force on this no TP. That was good by her
Garen
to hit the
looking
vital.
for the flash Q onto the Fiora, but not quite enough. As we see Fiora being forced out this early into the game.
TP should make it not too bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not even bad. Makes it back in time for the wave. Slightly higher HP. Slow pushing into her. What more can you ask for?
Honestly, this top lane is going to be a little overextended. Could be a potential gank angle for this Nocturne. We'll see.
Oh yeah, we see no flash on the Garen. Both pathing very close. Scuttles are about to spawn. Garen actually looking for a recall here.
It seems like I'm not sure.
Not looking to
Garen-
TP back.
Wow.
He's gonna be losing a lot of minions for that actually. Fiora
do
has
that.
it frozen. As both junglers meet on the top
Fiora has,
scuttle,
prior to
will
move
Fiora
here.
be able to move? Or Garen be able to make it first?
Oh, Kane gets the steal. No prio in mid lane,
Looking
only
for the
Fiora's
fight.
moving.
Nocturne not being able to spell shield anything from the Kane.
Azir's on his
Returning
way,
the
that's
fear.
Flash.
Coming up from the Kane. Azir
Fiora's
moving
moving
first.
back. Okay, it looks like just Flash is traded.
All
Looks like bottom
flashes are
crab is going to
gone.
be Kane's. Nocturne should probably just reset here.
I mean, it looks like he's running straight for bot scuttle,
We might have another fight here.
which is a little bit of a psycho play.
No
Yo.
smites on either.
Like the Nocturne cannot sit here. He has no mid or bot prio. He walks up, he's a dead man. He opts to walk towards Krugs instead of resetting, which is
Bot lane really wants to crash this wave here. It could be doomed if Kane comes right now. When they're pushed up, they have an engaged bot lane. They need to really push this wave. We'll see. They
Yeah,
should ping
both-
for Nocturne to come.
both sides kind of full HP, but
Yep, here we go. Kane's coming. They got to
they
fight in the
see it
wave.
too late. Aphelios trying to turn, flashing the Rel
This could be
W.
okay.
Soraka giving her life,
Oh, the
First
first blood goes to
blood.
the Kane.
going to Kane, and he's getting all of the blue orbs in the game.
Wow. It's a big lead amassed from Kane here. Let's see what Nocturne does. Nocturne's ahead on tempo here.
Wait, did he reset?
Kane isn't resetting here. I don't know about that. I feel like getting that big gold spike and getting back on the map is really important here.
We've seen no resets from either jungler.
Top lane might be dead here. Potential outplay with the parry.
Ooh, no Q on the Garen. Nocturne's about to come up.
Doesn't look like there's any wards. This should be a free gank. Let's see if the Fiora can bait him to go in.
It
She'll
is
have to Q forward.
kind of a risky bait though. I don't
Definitely
know the
risky.
parry cooldown right now, but
I
if
think
she
maybe
can
a
kite
QW
down-
lead is winning.
yeah.
She should go. It's so scary. Wasting a lot of time here.
Flash not quite up on the
Okay.
Garen yet. Can't just run at the Fiora. Looking to cut off the Garen. Level up on the Fiora, getting the
Okay,
ulti
good
off.
Q. She should give
Parry
it to the
slow,
Fiora. Nice,
makes it,
nice.
and
Okay.
Fiora gets the kill.
This is big. Okay, playing for the win con and top side here might be the angle for blue side.
I feel like
Azir is here. Nocturne's all alone. No flash. This might be the end. Let's see if Azir will ult for it. Giving it
Fiora
to
cannot make it.
Kane.
And even if she did, nothing would happen.
Looks like an early lead, early grubs. If bot lane can force here, it's hard without. They should fight. They should fight this. Yeah, this is winning. This is winning. Look at
They're
this big
looking,
wave.
landing everything onto the Soraka.
Oh my goodness.
Landing the triple feather.
Ophelia should fight back here.
Zaya
Aw.
gets the kill onto the Soraka.
Looking for a rough start for blue side here.
Looking absolutely beautiful for Loy Norrix. Wave is slow pushing into them. Aphelios cannot walk up. It might be doomed for him. Oh wait, they might actually be doing something? Bot lane? I don't even know. Their portraits are a little close, and
Kane showed top lane. Could
the
be.
Aphelios
Oh, Nocturne's
did
level
get
4.
dove. The Zaya makes it out with 1 HP. Is Nocturne able to hit 6 before they recall?
Probably not. He's only level 4.
Oh. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Whoops.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too.
But yeah, no legend.
Kane's
Yeah, as-
definitely playing for these ganks, but not
As
too
it
sure if that'll work.
stands, it's looking very red side favored.
Agreed. Although Fiora is the win con, and Fiora does have a gold lead. Although down 10 CS, about 150 gold, 200.
Flash coming up from the Veigar.
Kane hasn't
the Rel
reset
walks
in
the
a
lane.
while. All his camps are up. This could be potential opening if the Nocturne could find a way to get like an XP lead. This drag is probably red sides.
Yeah, as I see it, it's very doomed for blue side when it comes to this dragon. They have no vision.
Should probably look to trade on the other side of the map. Ooh.
They all actually decide to run the bot lane to look for the Soraka and Aphelios.
Ooh, look at the ultimate.
Letting the ulti, Emperor's Divide coming out. Aphelios actually getting the shutdown onto the Kayn, but...
Okay, that's big. That's important. Getting gold on that hyper carry definitely puts blue side back in the game here.
Now, is that completely true? Because Xayah did get a double kill.
Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not.
And you know, with this very...
Oh, if Relfer looks for a roam and Soraka stays bot lane, it could be a 2v1 angle. But it's kind of hard to dive this Xayah under a tower, so... Maybe not.
Nocturne, not quite able to spell shield the...
Gonna spell shield the ult?
Rel Q. I'm not sure if he... Yeah, he's out, but...
Nocturne here should probably just play for his level 6 so he can start, like, ulting on top. Although top, both have flash.
We have a level 5 blue Kayn.
I've never seen that before.
What is happening this game? Absolute demon performance from Lizard Saurus. Is that what? Lizard Saurus? Yeah. This angle's really weird to read from.
Agreed. It's just flat.
All right. All wave states have been reset, basically. Wave's gonna be slow pushing into blue side from bot.
Nocturne 6 now could be looking for plays. Could look to cage the Azir and ult on top of him, especially if he pushes up more.
Is Garen's
getting
a little silly, taking top scuttle. Absolute demon.
Looks like bot lane's
on the
about to be
top
forced
lane
on with
today.
Kayn. Going in the wall.
Looking to run bot once again. Rel finding the successful engage onto the Soraka.
Dark Harvest stack acquired.
Not quite able to take her down.
Let's
but
see if
she
we can
is
trade anything
basically
cross
forced
map.
out. Yeah.
Very difficult to dive here.
Yeah, Garen has both flash and the ultimate available. So it might not be looking possible. Kane's
Grub
still
spawning in
hovering
30 seconds
by.
here. We do have Veigar TP on this. He doesn't have to die. Ooh, good Xayah. Good
going
Xayah.
for the first autos. Soraka falls. I mean, at least the Nocturne's cross-mapping the Grubs. We're
This
one
is good.
step in the right
Grubs is
direction.
good for the win con, considering we just want to split.
Yeah.
Top lane. Looking a little risky. Let's see if he can ult away.
Ooh, they're all collapsing onto
They
the
all left
Nocturne.
flash.
Might not be able to walk out if Garen walks forward and flashes. No. But it looks like the rest of the Grubs go over to red side.
Denying the 6 Grubs for only 5. Ooh, this Rel is griefing. Oh, CC here.
Crescendo multi.
Oh, she should have grabbed some
That
Q'd.
was a whole lot of nothing.
Oh,
Emperor's
look at
Divide
this
out
here.
onto the Kayn. Umbral Trespass, not quite able to kill the figure.
Oh my God, just kill him.
Oh! Tragedy in the mid lane.
It looks so close, but
So
no dice.
far. Alright, we might see a little 1v1 in the blue side jungle. Oh, never mind. He's out. In my walls, leaving just like
Oh!
hey! Chinese Fiora
Oh,
combo!
Chinese
my
Fiora.
goodness! Fiora with the solo bolo! What a Chad! What a demon!
Wow, very, very well played by Mio over here.
Playing towards her win con perfectly.
Agreed.
Getting that lead.
Definitely see the Fiora try to carry this game here.
But is it really possible? We have a 6-0 Xayah on the bot side. With a
If Fiora respects
underlevel
vision here,
Nocturne.
they have to send 5 people to try and kill her later in this game. It'll be an interesting one to see for sure.
And this kind of relays on Fiora being able to tell her teammates to do other stuff on the map while she's getting pressured. So can we see that happen this game? Surprised they're not trying to pressure the Xayah. We see Rel mid in their 2v1 bot. A little bit grief, if you ask me, but they just push the wave and then leave. But
Looks like
it's
we have
fine now
an
because Rel's coming back down. But they might be able to bait. They might win it with Nocturne ulti. But if Azir can get first move, then it's 100% a losing fight.
Nocturne wasting a lot of time here. See if we can do anything.
He's been sitting in that tri-bush for quite a minute, man. I'd be a sad man if I saw this in solo queue.
They need to get Rel to go first. Soraka needs to bait it by walking up and eating or something. Yeah, this is good, this is good, this is good.
Yeah, this is very good. If
Nocturne ult on the Xayah. Okay, nice.
Finding the ultimate onto the Xayah, the feather burst coming out, whatever it's called.
It's gonna be a big shutdown for Aphelios.
Okay! Aphelios claiming the bounty.
Azir's here. See if he can clean anything up. Doesn't really look like it.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have a TP from
huge for
top
Aphelios
lane.
here.
Looks like we're overloading the dragon.
They're looking for a TP there.
The dragon doesn't spawn for another 30
this
seconds. I guess we're cross-mapping Herald.
Trading out Herald for it, yeah.
Okay.
But was it really worth to get out the Fiora TP? The
I don't
fight
think
was
the
already
Fiora
won,
was-
and we saw the Kayn
needed here.
topside.
They shouldn't be able to take mid off this Rift Herald. They should roam. Some people.
I mean, they're kind of just trying to collapse on blue side in bot river. I doubt
See if Soraka
they
can
look
get
for
out of
anything
here.
unless Azir goes for a Flash Emperor's Divide. They're all
Veigar with
under
the TP,
tower.
he doesn't need to come. He's just getting free farm in mid.
It's very risky. Rel has to go first, and then they have to land a very big Azir ult. Oh, he actually TP's back to mid.
Wasting just a little too much time off this. Okay, the Rel engage.
Ooh. Fiora's soaking up a whole lot of XP just sitting down here. Bot,
Kayn coming
nothing's
back.
happening topside.
We have ultimate. Oh!
There's a Kayn in the back
Can we look at the Kayn?
Aphelios is dying.
Wow, Kayn coming in there just executing the Aphelios and getting out. Very clean.
And he's halfway across the map already. What? What is this champion?
The level 5 blue Kayn. Okay, Fiora looking like
Wait.
a trade. Looks like she's about to kill the
Proccing the
Xayah. She has to
ultimate.
W this.
Finding all the healing.
Very clean.
Xayah not finding all the feather recalls onto her.
If she
Might
hits
be
the
able
it's
to.
dead.
Might be able to find the Xayah.
Oh!
One more.
Oh! Mia making a statement in this game.
Might be able to find more. This Kayn is really looking for the Fiora here. Just running around this jungle.
If Veigar can rotate this, could be a turn.
And she's out.
Wow.
There's no way. Parry a little bit early, but it doesn't seem to matter. This Fiora champion's just a little bit too fast. But that definitely reduces the difference.
The goal
between
disparity, yeah.
blue and red side.
They're definitely putting in work.
Truly. Very exciting game so far.
Agreed,
Actually
agreed.
going.
How many stacks does this Veigar have? Let's see when he's going to come online. 76 stacks. I mean, I think that's pretty good.
It happens. Okay. We just
Top
saw
two.
the ADC in 2024 experience.
Oh.
Demacian Justice crashing down.
That
on
3-level lead is
Aphelios
too
himself.
strong.
Beyblade.
Yeah, I mean, the weight of Demacia just was too much for the Aphelios' head, unfortunately.
Truly.
Oh,
We see the
the clean
Azir
ultimate.
insect the Fiora back into the tower, which he might be able to win. Oh my, what?
Would have been interesting to see maybe Fiora limit test it and try to Ravenous Hydra the minions. Okay.
Oh, they're looking again.
Oh.
Nocturne ulti going straight on
Nice.
the ADC.
Big
and
gold
he
shutdown for
finds
the Nocturne.
the bounty. Slowly closing the gold gap. One by one. The bounties come over to the blue side.
Yeah, we definitely should be seeing support setting up vision for these pre-objective timers. Rel playing with the Garen in top lane. I wonder what's next. I think Dragon and then Baron in 2 minutes.
You know, I feel like Rel should be mid with their Xayah right now. Like
I agree.
Like walking in between the rivers, fighting for vision control. But, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. We might see a 2v1 here. We have Raka.
Yeah, I don't think
an
you can really
Enchanter.
do
Oh,
much.
could be a potential shuffle here. Oh, nothing.
I mean, he doesn't even have it. Nor does he have flash. Oh, wait, they're all looking. They might
The
not
Avengers
make it out
have
alive.
assembled in bot lane.
Felios hitting out
Gotta
the
protect
ghost.
the Aphelios.
Hit by everything.
All
Oh,
W.
no. It's a
Oh.
horror for blue side.
They called everybody there. Let's see if we can do anything. Oh, Nocturne's a little late to the play.
You're sitting at the T1. Fiorella.
Could have been good if Nocturne shut the lights off there. They could have messed up the engage maybe.
Oh, yeah. But unfortunately,
Definitely played through split.
there's
yeah.
just a little bit of a
Miscommunication.
maybe lack of communication at that. Because I feel like I'm seeing a lot of preventable plays. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
Baron spawning in 20 seconds should probably shift ADC and support into mid lane here to match. Aphelios is actually pretty strong despite how many times they've killed this guy.
3 and 6. KDAs are deceiving. Especially in the hands of a hyperscaler.
True.
Make one mistake, your game's over. Just like that. It's like Jinx. I hate that champion, by the way.
Jinx and Draven, they're so OP right
Honestly,
now.
Draven's not that bad. I just have too high of an ego to not fight early. You know? But
Man, I get cooked by Draven. I try to fight him every time.
Jinx definitely
Got a
my biggest
5v5
problem.
here. Let's see. Probably want a Nocturne lead. No ult on the Nocturne. Drag's getting low. Okay, smited by the Kayn.
Not quite able to find the steal.
They can play slow. Oh,
Losing the
they go
Aphelios
Nocturne
ulti.
cage.
Oh,
with
no.
the oh!
Soraka
Okay, but
ulti
Fiora's in
keeping
the back
everybody
line.
up. Fiora finding a pick.
Soraka healing everybody.
Oh my goodness, what is
Oh
going
my gosh!
on?
Fiora's just going crazy and Soraka healing everybody.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure blue side thought the Veigar cage was the enemies. They all stood in their own Veigar cage.
Oh, he's a big Zion. Okay,
Oh,
looks
but
like
is it
Fiora's
false?
getting everything.
Are they able to find the Kayn landing the Q thingy?
Trying to hit. I don't even know what it's called.
What is it? Calibrum? Calibrum Q? Whatever it is.
Yeah, Calibrum
Rel
Q.
trying to solo defend this bot tier 2.
Looks like we're trying to pretend the mid lane. Okay.
I mean, honestly, they've taken a whole lot. Blue side has. They find a recall here. They try to set up for
Baron here, it seems.
and it's looking good.
Looks like we're not 5v5ing anymore. Kane's definitely. Okay, cool.
And just like that, the gold lead went down from what, like 8, 9K to what? 3? If I can read that right.
Yeah, that's 3K.
yeah,
That's about like
3,000.
3.7K. Whew.
3!
It's so hard to read on this screen, unfortunately.
If only I was like 7 foot tall, right? I can actually see it at a normal angle. But yeah, anyways.
Definitely difficult for the Soraka to look for wards. She needs her team to walk with her, but if she ever face checks like Aurel or Kayn, she's instantly dead. You can
mean-
kind of see that with the difference in wards out.
Oh yeah. To be completely honest, I feel like this Baron is just super hard for blue side to look for here because they have no vision anywhere. The only
No.
way they really like
No Veigar,
gain
they can't
a
fight. That's a win
control of a
con.
section is if they flip a fight, which
Yeah,
is a
I
little
mean-
bit risky.
Garen pushing side lane. Fiora's not really doing much. They kind of need to force soon, but it's difficult to force with their comp. I think, yeah, Fiora should just go side, but they need to send like Nocturne maybe to hold.
I mean, they're both just trying to push blue side. If only they had that vision to know Kayn was bot, they'd be on Baron right now.
They just
but
need to claim.
unfortunately, Soraka's going to defend the T2 alone. This is not quite enough for blue side.
Yeah. They should just be forcing on the Aphelios in mid right now when he's sitting there with nobody when Soraka shows.
Oh, we might
But
see the
we
Fiora
might see
versus
top lane
Azir.
get Fiora. No tower, unfortunately.
Lame.
Lane assignments need to be kind of fixed. Someone needs to hold the waves. Okay, they're forcing.
Oh, wait, they're looking for something.
We still have Soraka. This is too much. We should Soraka ult. Oh.
Two different forces across the map. Fiora's in the middle of their team. Garen's in the middle of
Ooh, Fiora might die here. Might be really bad.
Soraka
needs
will
to
be
play
coming
for her.
out. We're getting a whole lot of healing. Ignited
Heal her,
might die to
Soraka.
it.
Gotta land a W.
Oh, parry
okay.
onto the Kane.
Oh, no.
King claims the bounty onto the Fiora as they look straight towards
The Baron.
Baron.
Nobody there to tank. Karen's trying to take something in mid.
I'm gonna be honest. It's looking kind of doomed for blue side now. They have no control over any part of the map.
I
They
still
will-
think it's really difficult for the Fiora to die if they send like, or, I mean, maybe not. They might
yeah,
send
no.
like 4.
That entire time, while the Garen was on the Aphelios, the Fiora was doing the same thing in their red side.
Oh.
But
Oh, if he cages here.
oh,
Oh.
hey, no. Looking good.
So, although they have Baron, it's not game ending. They just need to find like a pick here. I mean, ideally if it's a 5v5, that went well for them last time with the cage. Yeah. I feel like that could be good. But
mean-
Fiora needs to stay side to keep getting farm. She's definitely their win con here.
Honestly, I don't even know if that last fight was winnable. Aphelios had
5
Oh,
people. She hit
wait,
the.
what are they looking for?
Okay,
They're about to
looks
get
like they're
paged.
fighting.
Garen's under them.
Garen's
from
on the
bot side.
flank. Oh, this might be
On
the
the
end.
flank, running straight
Yeah.
at the Veigar. Ran over by the Beyblade machine. Rel looking for the flash engage on the blue side. Kane finding the Soraka, and Aphelios falls the same way.
They
Not
really need to not be
quite
taking
able
these
to
fights. They
continue,
need the
but-
Aphelios to get a sum so we can flash out of the hard engage. They don't really have a way to stop it. They would have needed like a Janna or something.
I mean, they're getting a massive siege
It's
on the
looking
spot
really
side.
difficult.
Running.
Ooh, I don't know about the
looking
force.
for the engage.
I mean, nobody's here. Mia trying his best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the Nocturne should be shutting the lights off before those fights so that the fight gets uncoordinated, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't even need to ult in.
There's
Veigar
so much
should
going
try.
on.
Jeez, okay.
We saw half of red side doing drag. We saw the other two just trying to end. Imagine if all 5 of them just run bot, they end the game. But
Yeah, definitely,
a
definitely.
little bit of a miscommunication on their part. But I don't know. Maybe they're trying to make it an interesting series. Oh, onboard trespass
Wait,
onto the
just needs a
Soraka.
kill.
Doesn't seem to continue. Oh wait, he's 1 HP. My
Oh.
bad. Flash coming up from the Kane.
Maybe if Soraka dragged him more into Veigar, could have seen a Veigar ult there.
Yeah, can we get a quick benchmark on this Veigar real quick?
Yeah, how many stacks this guy at? 128? He's getting there.
Best wishes to him. I believe in him.
Honestly, they have hyperscalers. They just need a way to deal with this.
They just need to
disengage.
find a way to stall out the game, but it's so hard
It's looking
from
really
this
difficult.
spot.
Fiora, what I said before, where Fiora got baited into a lot of team fights, you can kind of see it in the difference between the levels in top lane. You have a level 14 Fiora as compared to like a level 16 Garen, and this Garen's been level 16 for the past 2 minutes, so just now she's lost her lead when a lot of leads come from like level advantages in the top lane.
Definitely. Oh,
Okay.
we see the
We have
Fiora
the
ulti coming out.
Grand
Ooh.
challenge.
3,000.
The
and
weight of Demacia
500
is just
true
too
damage.
strong.
Sent straight down.
Level 17 Garen in the top side. Oh, Zyol
It's
to
a
clean up the
massacre
game.
across the
Oh,
entire
this might
map.
be it.
Everybody on blue side is dying.
Oh, and this might be it.
And
oh, good game, guys.
there it goes.
Very, very close.
And just like that, Loy Norrix takes the series 2-0. Congratulations to Loy Norrix
Congratulations.
for winning the series, and they will proceed over to the finals. We'll be right back.